EV is not necessarily the future. Sure, 20, 30 years from now, every single car on the road will be electric. So how can you say EV is not the future, you might be asking yourself? The future is in autonomous driving and robo-taxis from a stock market investing perspective. In my opinion, autonomous driving, robo-taxis are gonna be a 10 times bigger market versus EV. Why? Because look at the common consumer auto manufacturers today, GM, Ford, they have very low profit margins. You sell a car one time and then your customer, they don't buy another car from you or truck from you for 10, 15 years. Autonomous driving, robo-taxis, this is gonna be a huge $100 billion plus market. And in today's video, we're gonna be breaking down a stock that's about to go public via a reverse merger with a SPAC. This is going to be a huge growth stock. They manufacture LIDAR, which is used in autonomous driving and will be used in robo-taxis. I am very excited about this stock. I think it has a lot of potential, a lot of growth opportunities. So let's break it down. If you're new to the channel, this is Touchdown Trades. We talk about the hottest stocks in the market every single day, so consider hitting that subscribe button, brushing off your two fingers, and jabbing that like button in the eye. All right, let's break down this high growth autonomous driving / robo-taxi stock that I think has huge upside potential. Let's get it. All right, all my trader and investor homies, before we get started, check out the link in the description for Webull. It's an absolute great broker, and they're gonna give you 4 free stocks. If you use my link in the bio, deposit only $100 or more, you will get 4 free stocks valued at up to $3,200. That is free money. Don't miss out on that free money. All right, just a quick example on how big of a market autonomous driving and robo-taxis are gonna be. Okay, market cap for GM, General Motors, is $60 billion. $60 billion we see right there. Let's take a look at Ford, 2 of the biggest auto manufacturers in the United States. Ford has a market cap of $34 billion. We can see right there. Let's take a look at Tesla. Tesla has a market cap of $631 billion. Just so, it's 20 to 30 times as much as those 2 companies. Why is that? It's not because of EV. It's not because Tesla is a better auto manufacturer than Ford or GM. It's because Tesla is focused on autonomous driving. Tesla is focused on robo-taxis. Tesla is basically an ETF for the future in autonomous driving. I listened to a conference call with one of the ARK Invest analysts, and they were talking about a Tesla earnings report. And she said, we really don't care about how many vehicles Tesla has delivered this quarter. We really don't care about Tesla's common consumer vehicles at all. All we care about is autonomous driving and robo-taxis, and that's why they put a crazy like $5,000, $6,000 price target on Tesla. It's not because of EV, it's not because of common consumer, it's because of autonomous driving. So in today's video, we're gonna be breaking down an autonomous driving growth stock that has the potential to go to the, let me hear it, moon. The stock we're going to be breaking down today is currently trading under the ticker CLA. This is Colonnade Acquisition Corp. This is the SPAC. The SPAC is going to be merging with Ouster, which is the actual company. The ticker will change after the reverse merger. Here we have the transaction overview. We'll go over the details of the merger, and then we'll talk about the company and why I think it has massive growth opportunities. So the business combination between Ouster and Colonnade Acquisition Corp, or CLA, the ticker, 200 million CLA cash held in trust, assuming no redemptions, 100 million additional PIPE equity, okay? 280 million of cash on balance sheet expected at closing to fund growth. So they're gonna have $280 million to play with to get R&D going, to get some more products to market and get the growth rolling. The valuation, here's the drum roll. the valuation, the big number here, it's going to have an enterprise value of $1.6 billion and fully diluted pro forma equity value of $1.9 billion. So this is including everything. The valuation will be $1.9 billion. So we're getting the opportunity to invest in a company that already has products in market right now selling for this sector that is going to blast off in the next few years. And we're getting the opportunity to invest in this, in my opinion, at a very low price of a market cap of under $2 billion. Ouster's digital LiDAR technology is disrupting the market. Ouster invented digital LiDAR in 2015, and by 2020 they have 450 plus customers across 50 countries. We have a positive gross margin already. So like I said, it's very rare to have a growth company, a growth stock with these kind of numbers that's just now going to market, and we have a market cap of under $2 billion. Partners of XLNX, that's Postmates, NVIDIA, the U.S. Army, endless money right there. That is endless money. The U.S. Army, if they start getting government contracts, it's absolutely over. I'm here on the Ouster website. Let's take a look and see. So here are the LiDAR sensors, starting at $6,000 for the OS0, the ultra wide view LiDAR sensor. So you know what a LiDAR sensor is. If you don't, I'll draw out a little sketch diagram. My kindergarten drawing skills will be kind of funny. So you have your car, your autonomous driving car or truck. We'll make it a truck. That way it's a little easier to draw. And then you have the LiDAR sensor on top of the vehicle. The sensor sends out detection scanning stuff. I'm not a rocket scientist. And say, for example, there's a big crash ahead of you. It detects that crash. Your truck will automatically put on the brakes to avert having a wreck. That is what LiDAR does. So they have a couple different versions of the sensors. They're not cheap. So imagine the cheapest sensor selling for $3,500. That is going to be massive if a lot of these EV auto manufacturers start using the Ouster sensors for their vehicles. That's huge margins. That's huge profit. That's huge revenue. Remember, it wasn't the gold miners who got rich during the gold rush. It was the people selling the shovels, and Ouster is selling the shovels to the EV auto manufacturers. We can also take a look at the fully solid state digital LiDAR. It has a 200 meter plus range, absolutely big range right there compared to the competitors at 10% reflectivity. So it's a good looking solid state digital LiDAR unit. Back on the investor presentation, I thought this was a pretty interesting fact right here. 250 plus new customers year to date in 2020. So they're rapidly growing, rapid sales acceleration, 143% revenue growth in 2020. That is absolutely huge. If you can hit those numbers for a few years, you're talking not about a $2 billion company. Instead, you're talking about a $5 billion company. And I think this is one of the most important numbers right here. Expected year-over-year cost reduction, 30%. So they have reduced the cost to make these LiDAR sensors by 30% year over year. That is absolutely massive. That can be the difference of a profitable company and a company that goes out of business. That is huge. And LiDAR, the market share is absolutely endless because it's not just used for your common consumer cars. It's going to be used in everything. You're going to have semi trucks using LiDAR. You're going to have your common consumer cars. You're going to have army robots, whatever you want to call it, drones, bulldozers, industrial equipment, forklifts, solar panels, whatever the heck that is. I don't know what that is. It looks like something scary though. So literally everything on wheels is going to be using LiDAR in the future more than likely. So let's look at this growth for digital LiDAR. Projected to reach $9 billion by 2025 as an entire market and $50 billion by 2030. So just in 5 years, the market for digital LiDAR is going to 5x. So imagine by 2040, 2050, you're talking about a massive, massive market. And the great thing about that is Ouster has a lot of patents on this digital LiDAR technology. So they've high performance, low cost solution with 4 new digital LIDAR products launched since 2018. Patented solid state technology is capable of meeting auto and non-auto requirements. Patents are big. Companies aren't going to be able to steal their solid state digital LIDAR tech that is expected to have a huge market share by 2030. Here, established and expanding customer base. This is not just a startup company. They already have 450 plus customers, 250 of which were added in 2020. Here we have some of the target customers, the target ecosystem of some different markets. Industrial, we have Hitachi, Cat, John Deere. Microsoft for smart infrastructure, we have Microsoft, Textron, Cisco, Siemens, Google, Verizon. Robotics, we have Postmates, the US Army, NASA, Amazon Robotics, NVIDIA. Automotive, we have BMW, NVIDIA, Cruise, and Volkswagen Volvo. So these sales projections, the revenues projections are absolutely looking great. Okay, so this dark blue line down here is if they just kept the same customers that they currently have, they would expect $2 billion in sales by 2025. That alone would give them a price to sales ratio of 1. That is too low for a growth company. And if they get new customers like they expect to have almost $6 billion in sales by 2025. Too cheap. I think this stock, to meet the growth requirements, the metrics, for them to match up, I think this stock would need to 10x if they had $6 billion in revenue by 2025. That is the type of growth that I'm personally seeing in this company. Sometimes when a company goes public, they raise capital, they just kind of chill out, they've made their money, and you never hear about them again. The proceeds expected to help drive rapid scale. That is good to hear. Build out worldwide sales and marketing effort, increase software development investment, accelerate product roadmap, aka R&D. So we want to see them use this money that they're raising by going public with this reverse merger, get the R&D going, develop more customers, get that customer base, steal that market share, because it's coming. The movement is coming to autonomous driving, and I want to see Ouster get there before the rest of the herd. All right, guys, let's talk about my personal investing plan in Ouster. I have not yet purchased this stock. I'm not invested in Ouster yet, but I am strongly considering it because I just think it's too cheap. And after the announcement was made that the merger was going to take place, sure, we ran up from about 13 something all the way to 17. That's not big enough in my opinion. I think this stock should be $20 right now. So I'm putting a 12-month price target of $20 a share, which is more than 50%, a more than 50% increase from the price they're trading at today. I think this pullback here is a buying opportunity, and if we come down and test 13, I'm buying, I'm investing in this CLA pre-merger. I think post-merger, we could see a post-merger run-up back towards $18 a share, but 12 months, I'm looking for $20 a share. I like this stock. I think they're positioned in a market that's about to explode. All right, guys, that's going to wrap this video up. If you got something from the video, you got something of value from it, go down there, like the button, hit the subscribe button, and turn on the notification bells. Check out the link for Webull if you want free money for free stocks valued up to $3,200. Check the link out. Also, check out the link for the 2-week free trial to the private Discord chat where you can get my buy and sell alerts in real time. All right, guys, that's going to wrap things up. Until next time, peace.